Good evening and welcome back to the American Revolution of the Remastered. We're back once again for our 10th live stream of Assassin's Creed 3. So far, so good. Thoroughly enjoying it. It's been an fantastic playthrough of an old style, as we'd say now, of Assassin's Creed. And as such, it has lent us to delay the Witcher playthrough to play through every Assassin's Creed we can. That is currently the ongoing plan once Siege of Paris is out of the way, because obviously that's out on Thursday. So I hope everyone's had a good week, or a good start to your week at least. As I believe I've been told it's Monday, I lose track of days. They all kind of blur into one by the end of it. But I hope it was a good start of the week. We're live for an hour and a half to 2 hours as per normal for evenings. And we're just going to see, we've got still more Homestead missions. This will be the third stream of Homestead missions, which goes to show how many there is, but it will enable us later on to make life a little bit easier, I think. But we'll carry on, we'll clear the Homestead missions and then go from there and decide where we're going to head to next. Yeah, I kind of feel we're at that point where the Homestead is probably quite important to get done before advancing the story. I just think it would give us that advantage later on. That is the plan. Thank you for the like, whoever that was, much appreciated. Let's load in. Right, I am pretty sure that the time played is wrong. Because that is saying we're 47% done and 17 hours and 42 minutes played. That is wrong. By a long way, to be fair. But it doesn't matter. We carry on anyway. Good evening, Kathy. How are you? How's your week started? I've got a lot of work to do for Signus Labs. I got an email today of a big brief full of different articles that I'm currently working on. So yeah, quite a lot of work to do at the minute during the week, which is, considering we can't stream during the day because of school holidays, my little boy being home, other half being home as well, actually helps. I can get crack on with the articles, get them done, and be ready for when we can. Right, we'll start by this. We've got an interactive conversation with Achilles, I believe, so we'll go and do that first, and then we'll have a look at Homestead missions, and then from there we will have, once the Homestead mission's done, we need to make this decision on what we're going to do next. It's either main story, clear the underground tunnels in Boston, or clear New York. We haven't done any of New York really yet.
What is it, old man?
Okay.
Just an old painting.
We've obviously got this graphical glitch.
I have gathered that much. Why will you not open
that
it?
we did in quite a few
It
times.
is something close to me. Something that I can't bear to look at just yet.
I apologise for the brightness for you guys.
Muster up the courage to gaze
Just
upon
as bad
it
for me right now.
Well, not yet.
This is a graphical glitch. It seems when it's winter in the Homestead, we the snow tends to come in as if there's no roof or windows or doors. It's weird. Or walls even. You're good. That sounds like it's leading to something else, Kathy. Sure everything's alright? Okay. It keeps also changing our bow, which is annoying me. I have to keep checking that we are on our bow. Especially when hunting, quick kills, that kind of stuff. So there are some glitches, and for a game of this age, they're not going to get fixed. They're nothing too bad. If anything, they're just frustrating, tedious, like the graphical glitches, the weapon glitches. There's nothing. It's not going to change. We've just got to deal with it. And yeah, they're frustrating more than anything else. It's not game breaking. Unlike the prison crash that we kept having. That was a bit game breaking, but we found a way around it. Right, first Homestead mission of the night. Can we get these finished tonight? This is the third stream of Homestead missions, so I want them done. Hopefully. Tonight is the night. Right. I don't know who this is for, this mission, to be honest. Or what it's going to entail. We've done quite a few. We've helped deliver a baby. We have retrieved items for people. Built a church. And a tavern.
Connor, might I have a word?
There we go. Slander. That doesn't bode well, does it?
What do you think of our little plot of land, Doctor?
It's quite beautiful. I'm grateful you found me. But to be truthful, people outside our community still avoid me like the bloody plague. It baffled me for a time, but then a courier delivered this to me. Before you found me, the British had demanded I not treat patriots nor their supporters.
He had a note but didn't show us what it was. That helps.
They set about destroying my business. This tells me their smear campaign is still very much in effect. If things don't change, I may be forced to leave.
Right, so we're going to have to help him with the smear campaign by the sounds of it.
We need you here. I will do what I can to end this defamation.
I don't know if the sound comes across the same way for you guys, but whenever Connor talks,
he works out of Boston.
It's like it's extremely loud compared to people around you, which is weird. We need to go and meet a courier in Boston. I'm just going to check some of my headphones, see if that's what's causing it. Well, my 3D surround sound is on, so I was wondering what was causing it. Right, Boston is the place to go. While we're here, though, I think we should head to this Homestead mission, just in case it needs us to go to Boston as well. I'd rather kill two birds, one stone if we can. Ah, can we scan him? He's yellow. He is loud, isn't he? It's not just me. I don't want to shoot him, I just want... There we go, woodworker, 1 of 3. Every time they're yellow, we can scan. That's what we're going to do for everyone. I think it's 3 times for everyone. He's loud, isn't he? Something I noticed, and I wasn't sure if it's my headphones or in general. And I think it's another. I think it's a glitch with the sound of the game. Whereas it doesn't matter what direction you stand in, with other people around, it will always be the same. What is going on here? They've caught someone, and they've got a gun to him. An eye for trouble. We've already taken out a few burglars. So what is going on here?
Connor!
What is happening?
Found this guy skulking around the inn. I pressed him, and it turns out he's looking for a deserter. Goes by the name of Big Dave. Says he's alone. Isn't that right?
I am! I'm alone! I swear it!
So Big Dave is telling us the British soldier's looking for Big Dave. There's another soldier behind you.
Another one, Connor. If he gets back to his officers, I'm done for.
Yep. He's just knocked someone over as well. Right, we need to catch this guy. Don't you dare jump on the horse. We knocked him off the horse. Dived on them. Right. We've taken care of him. Nice quick bow. Knocked him off his horse. Good evening, Lisa. How are you? I'm not too bad, thank you. It's been a pretty busy day with work, or I say work, writing. Signus Labs have sent me a brief of several different articles to write all at once. So I've been working on some of those today. The guys escaped. So the British soldiers are after Big Dave. Big Dave was the caught one. But we've caught the second guy, and it looks like the other one's escaped.
Where is he?
Coward kicked me in the gingamabobs and threw sand in Dave's eyes. But he's long gone now.
I've heard...
Not good, Connor.
No.
I've heard
We can expect visitors soon.
different names for that area, but gingamabobs is definitely a first. I've never heard gingamabobs. I may have found that funnier than I needed to, but I thought that was hilarious. Gingamabobs. Right. So that is mission done, I believe. Nicely done. We've got a Homestead mission now in Boston, but Big Dave is now leveled up to level 3. I think we're fairly close to getting all of these done, based on the leveling system. So there's no more now in here. So we now need to head to Boston for this one for the doctor. Now I don't know where this guy we're meeting is, so we're going to head to here and have a look from there. Good, good. Glad you're good. Yeah, maybe it wasn't as funny as I thought it was, but I thought it was hilarious. Gingamabobs. That is definitely a first. But yes, I can confirm. Plan is Valhalla Siege of Paris come Thursday as the main streaming game, back to Assassin's Creed 3 after that, because I don't think we'll finish by then. And then after that we'll head to Assassin's Creed Liberation, because it's part of this this pack of games we got. And then we'll be looking at the Ezio collection, and then we'll follow that through to where Odyssey begins. Hopefully that's the plan going forward as our main games. Oh, I should have gone in the bottom because it's there. Homestead is there. Part of me wonders whether we should attempt another tunnel find. We've got to head here anyway for the Homestead mission. And why kind of come up here, because I weren't sure where we'd end up starting, where we needed to be. So while we're here, I think just to split it up a little bit, we'll try an underground mission. Now, I'm not holding a massive amount of hope for this. But we'll have a look. Right, I did send these guys off on a mission, I thought. Obviously not. They're complete. New Hampshire is free. So, assign him. Oh, we're going to assign him on his own. We might as well send these guys out while we're going underground. We'll take a little walk and just see if we can find out anything. Oh, that's not good. 30% success rate. Yeah, I don't think we'll be doing that one. I thought there'd be a better success rate than that. That's complete. Let's have a look. That's 80%. 95. We'll send those two to that one. So, yeah, the other one looks a bit harder then. But yeah, while we're underground, we'll send those guys out. Right, we did see something underground last time when we last did our little exploration. We found a junction and we followed one to the way out. So we need to get back to that point, find this junction again, and follow it a different direction. So, we found 3 of 10. I just thought, while we're here, we may as well make use of this time. Now, a junction I'm pretty sure was there. That was the junction. There looks to be a junction there as well. So, hopefully we get to there and head down. I think. We shall find out. We have previously seen enemies in here, so we need to be aware of that. All the doors are still open from last time. It's a bonus, because that was some tricky puzzles to solve. So, it should be, I believe, left turn. And it's just a case of trying to find out where else we can go. See, that is a tunnel, but we can't access it, it's blocked up. Right, our junction should be just up here. Don't know why, the sound seems really off tonight. Okay, so there was something that was telling us... Yes, look, if we have a look, I can't really see it at the minute, the light's kind of not... There we go, King's Chapel. So this should be a new way out. So I just thought, while we're here, we knew there was potentially another one here. We'll follow it round, get our exit, and then go and do the mission. Just because it's another one done. If we just...
What are we doing down here anyway?
Oh. Enemies. Alright, need to be aware of these guys. Let's drop our lantern. Hey, done. Always nice when you get the jump on people. Perfection. Right, let's go back to get our lamp. Yeah, that works really well. Can't really say anything about that. Right, I think there is a climb up there. Tells me there may be something we have to do here. Yeah, I think we've got... no. Right, we've got a choice. Do we explore up? Follow it round. Maybe a case we need to go up to unlock a door. No, not by the looks of it. Right, so we've got a choice here. Because I think up may end up going somewhere. So let's just have a look. I could be wrong, it could be nothing, but it seems there's a reason you're looking up. Well, maybe not actually. Maybe, no, I don't think there is a reason to be up. I think it's just a way to get the jump on those guys, maybe. Because there was nothing there. Okay, my mistake. Right, head this way. All I'm hoping for is it'll just be a fourth entrance found. Oh, see the sign's original. We can use Eagle Vision to see the sign's original state. So, there is an arrow posted that way. Follow the arrow that way. Kind of wants me to... I want to have a look this way though. The arrow says the other way. Whenever I see an arrow, I just think, well, let's go the other way. Because then that makes an easy one to find the exit. And either way, we've got to find all these at some point, no matter what. So it made sense while in Boston to have a look. Ah. It's a dead end. Ah. That spoils my fun. I thought we'd actually onto a second exit then. But no, by the looks of it, that is a dead end. So we will follow the arrow then. And the arrow said, go left. A war has come to... Oh, right. I thought war had come, and no, it wasn't. It's to say one of our guys is back. Sometimes they pop up and you think, oh, missed something, but no. We've unlocked new contract assignments as well. What is this up here? Is that a door? Oh, I've actually used L and R to rotate cranks. Oh. Okay. I'm not moving that left stick and it's doing it for me. Okay. There we go, we've done it. We've discovered another underground exit. And there is something else further along, I believe, from there. But at least we found the second one. I just think every time we're in Boston, if we do one of these, eventually we'll have all 10. Rather than just concentrating on them alone. Because I think that could become quite tedious. But if we're in Boston, There's no harm in having a quick run around the tunnel. Can we find the exit? Perfect. And we're off and running. Are we, though, anywhere near where we need to be? We're a bit close, actually. That's the annoying thing about this, and because we're so used to in the next-gen games, the open world era, as I call them, fast travel to a synchronization point is lovely. Don't have this. What we do, we'll mark it up. I'm not going to send our recruits back out, just in case we need them for this mission. What we better do is check everything about them. So I believe those guys are back. He's nearly ranked up to level 4. He's nearly ranked up to level 2. And Stefan Chapeau, when he comes back, he'll just be short of level 6. Nicely done. But yeah, at least we've got 2 to help us if needed. Best to keep them, just in case. I don't know what this mission is going to entail. I'd rather have the backup, just in case we need it. Hopefully we don't. You never know. Trying to navigate the streets and find a way round. Didn't mean to do that. Random pig walking the streets as we find in most places, I suppose.
For the best rates in transatlantic shipping.
Right. We're nearly there. Didn't mean to push the lady around. Okay, so this was about slander. This was about the doctor. So maybe take posters down, possibly? That looks like an eye. From a distance, running around, it looked like an eye, but I don't think it is. I think it's just brickwork. Don't... That's the problem with pressing R2 to run fast. It also does the parkour. And if you go in the wrong direction, you'll end up hiding in things that you don't mean to do. Right, let us see what the doctor needs us to do. We're meant to be meeting the courier. That's all I know at this point. So we will find out what we need to do. And here he is.
I am here on behalf of Dr. White. It is time the campaign against him came to an end. Who is selling the papers that slander him?
Well, you won't find argument from me. Doc Lyle healed my leg good as new. The pamphlets are being distributed by a few paper boys around Boston.
Right, so we've got to track down... Oh, we've got to bribe the newspaper vendor. Got to look for the gold outline person using eagle vision in here. We're looking for the newspaper vendor.
Dr. Death! Get the news on Dr. Death!
Well, it's this guy over here. There's a target, and it's a young boy.
Dr. Death! Get the news on Dr. Death!
Contract the musical services of Bellow, Burford, and Frupp.
I'll take that if you're giving it.
Right, bribe the next newspaper vendor. Right, so that's one done. Another one to find. The only problem using eagle vision is you lose the... It's down here somewhere. I can hear him.
White Death! Come for healing, leave in a box.
The kids can go away for a minute. I can hear him.
White Death! Come for healing, leave in a box.
It's over here. Only eagle vision, I can actually tell where he's coming from by the headphones. So newspaper vendor number 2.
I get for this though.
And with the next one to do. Yeah, eagle vision. I don't need eagle vision to find out what the vendor is. You can actually just hear them talking about it. I suppose to make sure you've got the right person, maybe. He's on the right. It's over here.
You've heard about it.
So that's 3 of them now done.
It's not much, but very kind of you. Inform your families of White Death.
Why is there another one? How many of these guys are selling newspapers? Right.
Inform your families of White Death.
Isn't this the first one again?
Inform your families of White Death.
Yeah, we've already bribed this guy.
The Silver Fox.
Inform your fam.
I'm sure we've already paid him once.
In the city.
It's not much, but very kind of you.
Where's the man printing these pamphlets?
Look, mister, there's a man who pays me to hand these papers out. So long as he's doling the coin, I'll be doing what he asks.
Right, we need to find this guy then. Use to find the overseer. Oh, overseer. That'd be him. Beat up or pickpocket the overseer. Well, I can't, there's too many people here. I can beat him up, or I can pickpocket. I'd rather pickpocket, but I don't want to do it with the soldiers in view, because I'll get caught. We then get notoriety, so we're going to have to wait till we're further away from people. And soldiers, ideally. Keep walking. Done. So we stole from her. I don't know what we stole, but we stole something. I think that's mission complete. Nice. Right, Doctor is now level 2. So, no more Homestead missions in Boston. So we can leave once more. Back to the Homestead. And we will see if there's any more to do. If not, we then got to decide what we're going to do next. As I say, we've got a fort to finish in Boston, underground tunnels, and I think that's it for Boston. Bar any side quests that come up. We've still got a courier one we need to do, which we've got to craft these materials, and we can't quite do them yet. Not all of them anyway. New York we haven't really been to at all, and we have the frontier. But the main quest is we've still got all of that to clear as well. Right. There is no more Homestead missions. Currently. Doesn't mean there won't be. Currently there are none. So it's as if we've got to a certain point now where Homestead missions are done. Yeah, I think it's probably main stuff then to get this out of winter, like you say, Lisa. That's the one thing that is possible at this point. They may come back in the summer. So, with that, it is the frontier. Now, we do have side quests to do here. We've kind of got to pick where to come in from. We haven't explored a massive amount. I kind of want to clear as we head there without going too off target. I think is probably the best way. So let's travel to there and see where we end up. There's loads of missions, there's loads of side stuff. A lot of side stuff can be done afterwards, and we know we've got to revisit main quest missions to fulfill the optional objectives anyway. Also, to achieve the platinum, it's not just the main game trophies we need for the platinum, we also need the DLC trophies as well, as they are part of the platinum trophy. But the aim is to get obviously all of these first. So we're heading there, but along the way, feather, trinket, feather, assassination, feather, then head there. To me, sounds like a decent way of doing it. I know there's lots of stuff to run around for, but I think that's a decent pattern, I think, to follow. We're not going out of our way for anything. I think marked up. Yeah, we're not going out of our way. There is interactive conversations here, though. We've actually fast travelled into our home camp.
No, da zido.
Runde wana tadokha. Nerunstane hadiri wasette.
Yata o tena de guri waset danis.
Duga ya. Sego ankula yandane. Duga gwego tona yaguire.
Yata. Yata tode un guari hoda.
Easy zaderios. O New Jersey ya ii.
I gaderios nayawa nene.
So he's basically saying that you should take up arms to help the fight, and Connor's saying don't. Right, we are notoriety level 1 as well in the Homestead. There is also another conversation in here.
Ariko de wacho danser an datum.
Ogari hoyewas de got no wandu afcha. Tigo gari hoyeru nitsto za chario. Witness taji zatni guhrawana, danu zatni guhratani. Next year, gar haratstu oni zi asero hiaga.
Amagatsanuni hage akawisege. To ganegandu ziyata is a wagarunya de.
So it just shows Connor's mental state and what he's trying to do. He wants his people to be safe.
Nona amaderio serandapne. Nona amadadewanio hage. Tone angodorissa.
And he won't rest until Lisso and everyone is free.
Oni.
That's it. But thank you for the like over there, that's much appreciated. I just thought while we're here we may as well do the conversations. So now, let's head out. If I can find a way out the camp, that is. And we'll collect these things along the way to the main story mission. Hello, hello, gaming. How are you? So yeah, we'll head to the main. We'll head to the main story mission, but clear a few things just along the way. Oh, we can look. I didn't know if we could look while I was in the frontier. So, we've completed New Hampshire, which is now a free area. I didn't know we could use these whilst out in the frontier, so that's handy. I won't send them elsewhere, because we can actually call upon them by the looks of things. Okay, that's a big rock that I don't know I can climb up. No. Okay, I was hoping for an easy way up, as I believe our feather is up the top. Maybe. Nope. Well, that's a good start. Oh, we can climb this way. Perfect. But yeah, so we'll just clear the collectibles along the way. I think I did say good evening to you, gaming, didn't I? I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. Right. I know one thing, going back to Assassin's Creed Valhalla for the DLC is going to be really weird when it comes to controls and things like that. Yeah, just checking. I still forget when I'm concentrating. But yeah, the controls are going to be so weird. That's why Wednesday evening we'll do the mastery challenges to try and finish off that storyline. Because I don't think you need all golds to finish off. You only need all golds for a trophy. I'm not overly worried about now. I just want the mastery storyline done before Thursday. We discovered a cougar, and I didn't realise I had my gun equipped. As we fast travelled, it's changed my equipped weapons again. But we now have a cougar. Is it really the best ever? It's a damaged cougar. It's because I shot it. That's why it's a damaged pelt then. It's the best-selling Assassin's Creed game. Really? Wow. I'm getting my buttons completely wrong today. There we go. We gained an animus database for cougar, so I thought we'd have a quick look while we're here. We did the Great Fire. I think we did. Did we? I think we read through the Great Fire yesterday. That's why we was in briefly in New York. Yes, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if we did. Let me know if we didn't. Behaviour with the keen senses, cougars are lightning fast, unrelenting, extremely dangerous. They'll stalk their prey until they're close enough to pounce. Bait and poison darts. And you get pelt and fangs from the cougar. It's a new animal for us, at least. Yeah, to be fair, story-wise, I'm not surprised. It's a good game. Obviously, there are some technical glitches, but nothing game-breaking. So yeah, I'm not overly surprised, to be fair. Right, down here somewhere should be our feather. Cougar. Different animation when you do the quick time event. I just remembered I don't want to damage the pelt, and I'm pretty sure the bow would do the same damage as a gun. But I'm assuming the pelts are worth more when they're done like that. Right, feather should be here somewhere. I can hear it. Is it? Yes, I can hear it. Okay. Trying to work out how we get to it. It's on a branch below us. Let's have a look where the branch is. It's there. Okay. I thought I'd be able to drop down or just jump to it, but it doesn't seem to want me to. Yeah, I can't just drop down, so my thinking is, can we go down here? I can just drop, but may lose some health. Nope, we're all good. There we go, and feather is there. Okay, what else was there on the way? We're just doing these on the way. Trinket there. Just down there. So if we come out of the tree at least. We can climb down, grab the trinket. And then we'll see what else is on the way. Oh, this trinket, I think, is underground. No way in that way, so we need to find a way in by the looks of things. Though it doesn't seem to be a way in. It's in the cliff, possibly. So there must be a cave nearby, I would have said. But I've got no clue where it would be, entrance-wise that is. Could be anywhere. Oh, I think we found it actually. There we go. Some sort of mine. Depths of winter and walking through water. Wouldn't it be pretty nice being that cold, would it? Right, so we're basically just clearing stuff on the way to the main quest because we need to get rid of winter to carry on doing things at Homestead. Of all the games you played, God of War and Origins are your favourites. I need to play God of War at some point. Origins though, I completely understand now why you enjoy it so much. I can't say, before I did it all the way through properly and everything else, I can't say I fully understood, but now I can. Right, I've also discovered a beaver.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I definitely understand now. So another animal discovered for this region. Right, there is a feather on here somewhere. It's above us. But yeah, we're only doing this just while we're on our way to the main quest. There we go. Next one is an assassination contract, then feather, and then we're just main quest. Since we have run out of Homestead missions. I definitely wasn't expecting to say. I don't know if we've finished them all though. We've currently run out of them. And hear something. Oh, there's a wolf or something nearby. Kratos is from Greece. Really? Okay, I didn't know that. I must admit, out of all the games, and we'll have to compare this to some of the other Assassin's Creeds when we go to play them. Is that a dog or is that something else? It's a wolf, I think. Can assassinate, can't I? I was enjoying being up in the trees. I missed the button. Right, there's a few of these. We can't get this wrong now. Because there is a few of them. And our health is low. Right. 4 wolves dispatched nicely.
Yeah, man.
But yeah,
Yeah, man.
I've lost track of what I was saying then, to be fair. I need to tell you something, but it's going to spoil it. If it's going to spoil it, don't tell me. As just one day we'll get round to playing them all. Although I do have a memory of a sieve, so there is a chance I'll forget. But then I generally don't with something, so yeah. If it's going to spoil it, don't tell me. As the aim will be to do it, hopefully sooner rather than later, although with the whole Assassin's Creed games to play through. That's what I was going to say. It'd be quite good to compare the parkour with the games. If we're going to play for all the Assassin's Creed games, it's going to be quite good to remember these and remember what the parkour was like in all the different versions, because obviously parkour is different for each game. Oh, missed it. Trying to catch the rabbit. Right, assassination time. That's a raccoon, I think. Oh, missed it again. Well, I believe that's the guy we need to assassinate. I nearly assassinated the wrong person. I so nearly assassinated the guy just over there who was shoveling things. Oh, it's close. Yeah, I know, I need to start from the beginning. This is why I was looking at PlayStation now, because a lot of you could do a lot of the older ones on there, and that's why I was considering getting it, because I believe that would help us to play the older ones and then understand what's happening. Right, that is done. That's everything nearby. Yes, we could go south and get the peg leg, but let's head to the main quest. No idea what this is going to entail. Hopefully. Well, the story will carry on, but it's going to be interesting. I'm trying to think where the story was last time. I can't actually remember where we were. We've done so many side stuff since. I actually can't remember. Where are we with the story? Thomas Hickey's assassination plot was forward, yes. Declared the independence, that was it. We watched them sign the Declaration of Independence. That was what the last bit was. It's been a while since I've done main quests. So, right, did you notice it's swapped to my gun again? Obviously I didn't do that. Because I don't have the gun equipped. But once again, it has swapped for us. Because I pressed the reflex shot, I never looked first. And that's where the annoyance comes in. Also damaged the hair pelt, just a little bit annoying. But it's all good. Right, main quest, we are going to get there. Got it with the bow, reflex shot as well.
Yeah,
It's always worth hunting as we're travelling. We're not fulfilling any quests though doing this. We're just doing it as we go. You discover new animals in the new places. Right, this looks like it is somewhere that's fortified. So, are we about to get into a bit of a fight, maybe? What are we going to say to remember these names? Kratos, Zeus and Freya. Kratos is the main person you play, so that's one I can't forget. Right, this seems like a encampment. And we are meeting someone over here by the looks of things. I don't think there's any collectibles in this area, doesn't seem either. Right, here we go. Main quest. Continuation, we should say. And this is missing supplies. I'm guessing they need us to go and find their missing supplies.
Connor.
It's George Washington.
Not yet.
Connor is hell-bent on getting to Charles Lee.
I've been distracted. Supply caravans meant for the camp have gone missing. I suspect treachery.
Since the new God of Wars, I think it's been delayed again as well, so we've got time to plan.
Released from prison, has vanished as well. The two events are surely related.
What was his crime?
He was caught sending letters to the Loyalists, detailing our troop strength. He claimed it was a scare tactic, that we might avoid war. A poor lie.
So they had a spy in the camp.
I will find church for you.
Why? What reason have you to help?
Does it matter?
As you wish. We've received reports of trouble along the southern road. Might be he's responsible. I suggest you begin your search there.
Fits really well, does it, Ragnarok? Ragnarok's brilliant. Right, with an update to Benjamin Church. Benjamin Church, we'd met him previously. So, okay, this is the new bit, the Church. Turns out Church is either an excellent liar or he changed his allegiances from the rebels back to the British sometime before 1775. That's when he was caught sending coded messages to the British forces in Boston. Rather than being hanged for treason, Church was simply jailed and later exiled. That took some fast talking on his part. His defence was that he actually helped in the Continental Army by exaggerating troop estimates and gunpowder stores. That's some quick thinking. Yeah, he was definitely thinking on his feet there, wasn't he? To come up with that excuse. The fact they believed him, though, as well, which makes it worse. Lucky for Church, the Continental Army only ever knew about the one coded letter. More modern research has showed they'd been ferrying papers to the British for some time, possibly to pay off some of his debts. Incidentally, his expensive mansion was seized by the newly formed American government and sold to pay off war debts, but not until after it was ransacked by angry rebels. That may seem like I put my teeth back in for a second. It might seem like poetic justice, but it's somewhat unfair. At the time, Church wasn't even living there. He'd left it to his wife, who he'd abandoned for another woman. Seems he made a habit of betrayal. What a catch. So he abandoned his wife for another lady, and the government took hold of his house, which his ex-wife was living in, and sold it off. So he definitely let a lot of people down. Have you watched Ragnarok on Netflix, Lisa? If you haven't, it's definitely worth a go. Right, Valley Forge. So this was the place we just got to. This was the site of the winter encampment for the Continental Army in 1777 to 1778. Valley Forge wasn't Washington's first choice of location. The first choice would have been Bahamas, but apparently that's quite inconveniently located. The valley was mostly uninhabited, and he felt that it would be easier to house and feed an army in a larger town. Congress, on the other hand, wanted the army nearby, keeping it between them in York and the British Army in Philadelphia. Valley Forge was close enough to Philadelphia to harass British troops there, far enough away to prevent a surprise attack from the British. A life without surprises, what a thing to wish for. Washington did have a point though. The army had trouble getting supplies and Valley Forge had no housing for the troops. And even though the winter was mild, it was cold for an army where a third of the soldiers didn't have any shoes. A third of the soldiers didn't have shoes. Mild temperatures also meant it was damp, so disease ran rampant. Thousands died. All of which makes Valley Forge sound a complete disaster, but the astonishing thing is, it wasn't. The better equipped soldiers took the patrols, the others built houses. Nathaniel Greene was named quartermaster and found supplies. They invented subsistence rations for themselves when food ran low. Baron von Steuben and others arrived and to drill the troops in military tactics, and in basic camp layout and sanitation, helping stop the spread of the disease problem. Far from being the catastrophe it seemed, Valley Forge is legendary today as the proving ground of the American army. I imagine it would be a little comfort to those who suffered there. Yes, you caught a terrible disease, but well done, you really proved yourself. The army emerged as a capable fighting force though, winning a victory almost immediately at the Battle of Monmouth. Yeah, the Norwegian series, Lisa. It's really good. You predict that Kratos, Thor and everyone are going to fight the giants in Ragnarok. It's going that way, isn't it, with the giants, I must admit. Right, the Continental Army, we know a little bit about this anyway. This was the army that George Washington led in the American Revolution, made up of various regiments supplied by the states. The army was officially established by the Continental Congress in June 1775, shortly after the siege of Boston began. In fact, it was formed specifically to deal with the siege of Boston, which at the time was being carried out by the various militia who had fought at the battles of Lexington and Concord. The Continental Army was disbanded in 1783 after the Revolution was formally ended, possibly because people agreed the civilian militias were all the colonies needed to defend themselves, but possibly also because Congress couldn't afford to pay them. My money's on the last one. Yeah, I'd say it's because they couldn't afford to pay the army anymore. The game against Ragnarok is going to be the best. Kratos isn't in it. Gaming's, I think, assuming that he's going to be in it, but I don't. Whether he's in it or not, I think there is going to be one hell of a battle coming up. Right, we're all updated. We have got a conversation.
Connor, what do you think of my work thus far?
With Marquis de Lafayette.
Focused. It is good you have come.
You are too kind. Lord knows my journey was far from certain. The trials we suffered getting here were strange and many. I dressed as a woman, Connor, to evade British spies. Did you know that?
I did not. As a woman, you say?
I think Connor's a little bit confused by that.
King George had already stopped our crossing once in Bordeaux.
I assume
to seize my newly purchased ship, La Victoire, and arrest
where
me.
Connor's from,
but
men don't dress as women.
I was born stubborn, and such a warning could not dissuade me. So we rode for Spain and bought passage aboard the ship there. George's spies had followed us every step of the way. Disguise was the only remaining option. Mon Dieu.
No man can doubt your commitment, and you are invaluable to the cause. You did what you needed to do. I am certain I would have done the same.
But of course you would.
Kratos and gods don't really mix, do they? Right. That is that done. We've got a new database entry for Marquis de Lafayette. So best known as Lafayette, and it's not surprising, his full name was Mary Joseph Paul Yves Roch Gilbert de Motier, Marquis de Lafayette. His business cards must have been 3 foot long. Lafayette was a French aristocrat and soldier who decided during the Revolutionary War to become one of George Washington's most loyal supporters. I'm sure his friends just called him MJ. Lafayette came to the colonies in 1777, intent on joining the war effort. So intent, in fact, he abandoned his post in the French army. When the French army found out his plans, the ship he intended to sail on was seized, and according to one story, Lafayette dressed in woman's clothing to better stow away on another ship, heading for the New World. We've all done it. We haven't. Honestly, we haven't. Lafayette has been promised a place in the army before he left France, and once he arrived, Congress became worried that he was just a glory seeker. To smooth things over, Lafayette offered to work for free, and the ever-thrifty Congress awarded him a commission as a Major General. That may seem a hefty rank for someone who wasn't quite 20 years old, but Lafayette was both rich and a French noble, and at the time Congress was hoping to secure more aid from the French government. It would have made me suspicious. There's no such thing as a free French. Right. Lafayette was placed as an aide-de-camp to George Washington, probably because that's a French word and it seemed to fit, and the two became good friends. Political connections aside, he was an excellent addition to the army. Lafayette was a natural leader. His first real fight was the Battle of Brandywine, where he was wounded. Despite that, Lafayette organised and led an orderly retreat, which saved hundreds of lives. In 1779, Lafayette returned to France, where he negotiated for more troops to be sent to fight in the Revolution, exactly what Congress had hoped for when they hired him. After Lafayette returned to the colonies, he was placed in charge of the French troops, and was responsible for chasing General Cornwallis into Yorktown. There were other people there too. It wasn't just one man chasing another into the town. That would have looked undignified. After the war, Lafayette returned to France, where he was a leader during the initial part of the French Revolution. Fortunately for him, he advocated on a constitutional monarchy and had to flee when that wasn't enough to satisfy the general populace. He returned to the United States in 1825 to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the Revolution and was greeted by adoring crowds. In 2002, a long time later, he was declared an honorary citizen of the United States, one of 7 people to ever receive the tribute. Arrogantly, Lafayette didn't even bother to turn up to the ceremony. That's the French for you. I do love some of the ways they write these. I think they're fantastic. Connor's so brave dressed as a woman. I know. He doesn't understand it, does he? That's the thing. Kratos is good but doesn't want to fight in Ragnarok, but he has to. Was playing a bit of a jerk. United Force and fighting them again. I so have to play God of War. I so have to. That's all recent updates. Right. Where are we heading? We didn't have a chance to look. Wow, we're actually just heading here. So, there is a feather here. Might be worth heading to the feather first. Just because it's nearby. So we're returning to the abandoned church. According to this. But yeah, since it's nearby, it's probably worth us trying to grab this feather before we head to this abandoned church. Wonder why it was red. Don't know. But we'll get the feather, then abandon church and go from there. Since the feather shouldn't be, and I say this, hopefully, shouldn't be too bad to get. We just need to get across. I think we can head this way, looking at this. So the feather should be why can't I? I was just going to swing across, but I don't think I can. That's annoying. I can see the tree it's on. I was hoping I could just swing across and do it, but I don't think we can. Right, the tree we want is actually here. You can't just climb it either. Which tells me there's got to be a way onto it. I was hoping I'd swing across using that branch, but it wouldn't allow me to. I think it's that one we need to get up high. So, I didn't know if we'd caught a beaver here, so just in case we hadn't. I said we'd grab the feather because it should be simple to grab on the way. Turn into a bit of a puzzler. So, just trying to see which that branch to that branch. So how do you get that height in the first place? Just got to find a way to get up to that branch. I think we have to get to that one. Well, actually, we may just be able to grab this one. There we go. And then from there, to that one. And then I think, branch to there, round this way, and then we should be able to jump across. There we go. We got the feather. A little bit harder than I was expecting. It wasn't as simple as I thought it might be. But we got it. That's the important part. Right. We're heading. I didn't want to. We climbed up. I didn't need to. Want to. Right. Abandoned church. But we'll have to spend a bit of time hunting at some point in all different places. What hides me about the new God of War is that we can see Kratos sitting on a throne. Oh really? Wow. So he's going to gain something, isn't he? Right. We're heading into here. Seems a little bit unnerving that it's empty. I'm expecting something to happen. Oh, there we go.
Father. Connor, any last words? Wait. A poor choice.
Come to check up on Church? Make sure he'd stolen enough for your British brothers?
Benjamin Church is no brother of mine. No
Wow.
more than the Redcoats or their idiot king.
Our father was waiting for us.
Hello,
Dad.
The Templars do not fight for the crown. We seek the same as you, boy. Freedom, justice, independence.
But?
But what?
Johnson, Pitcairn, Hickey.
To be
they
honest,
sought to steal land. To
if
sack
our
towns,
father
to
wanted
murder
to kill
George
us,
Washington.
he would have done.
Johnson sought to own the land.
There
We
was
might
that
keep it safe.
hesitancy there, wasn't there?
Pitcairn aimed to encourage diplomacy, which you cocked up thoroughly enough to start a goddamn war. And Hickey? George Washington is a wretched leader. He's lost nearly every battle in which he's taken part. The man's racked with uncertainty and insecurity. Only look at Valley Forge to know my words are true. We're all better off without him. Look, much as I'd love to spar with you, Benjamin Church's mouth is as big as his ego. You clearly want the supplies he's stolen. I want him punished. Our interests are aligned.
What do you propose?
A truce. Perhaps some time together might do us good.
He wants to spend time with us.
And might still be saved from your ignorance. I can kill you now, if you prefer.
Like I say, I think if he was going to kill us, he would have done.
Excellent.
But he did hesitate.
Shall we be off?
Which tells
Do you even
me
know where Benjamin
he didn't
Church
want
has
to kill
gone?
us.
I'm afraid not. I'd hoped to ambush him when he or one of his men returned here. It seems I'm too late. They've come and cleared the place out.
So we're going to help him, but he doesn't know where he is. And we may be able to track him. Right, we need to interact with clues in the area to analyse. Right, okay. So we'll look at clues. That will narrow down the field of view of where we're looking. Damaged goods left behind.
There were rations inside the crates. Medical supplies and clothing as well.
No, he can't resist insulting and scolding his son though, can he? No. But like I say, there was definitely a hesitancy there. in terms of wanting to kill him. So yeah, he didn't. He had the chance to, and if he hadn't hesitated, we wouldn't have survived. Yeah, he's still trying to exert power over him. Right, we're looking for another clue. There he is, down here. Just got to be a little bit wary of these guys, because obviously we have got 1-star notoriety. But yeah, he's... Considering he wasn't there for Connor, for his childhood, or when his mum died.
Snow has obscured the tracks,
Or his mother.
but enough remains that we can still follow.
I'm getting off the main track. These guys will probably attack us. This is why I think moving out their way is probably the best option. There's no point having a fight with them for no reason, is there? Right, we're back onto the path. We're going to look for clues. Clue over here, well, it's... Oh, this is their cart, and there's someone there.
Just my luck.
It's a mercenary.
Going to freeze to death if I don't get this fixed.
I don't think cold you're going to have to worry about, to be honest.
Are you Ben Church's man?
Oh, really?
Well played.
That's definitely a telling off, wasn't it? Would it catch him in the time frame for the side quest? Tackle. Oh. There we go. I think I did the optional as well. I missed the first one.
Wise to run.
What do you want?
Where is Benjamin Church?
I don't know. We was riding for a camp just north of here. It's where we'd normally unload the cargo. Maybe you'll find him there.
Enough of that.
You did not have to kill him.
That's
Let's
the
not
big
waste
difference
time with
between the two of them, isn't it?
banter. Go catch up with the rest of Church's Ben. Infiltrate that camp of theirs and see what you can discover.
What about you?
Never you mind. Just do as I ask.
He's quickly asserted his dominance, hasn't he? And basically said, I'm in charge. Which... I'm not surprised, but at the same time... But the big difference between the two of them is Connor doesn't kill for fun. Whereas Hyphen seems to enjoy it. He did, like Connor said, didn't need to kill that guy. But he did. Right, this is the camp that we need to infiltrate. Do not hide in the hay cart while following... Okay, we've got to follow this, not an eavesdrop on the convoy. Don't get detected. And don't hide in the hay cart for the side optional objective. Assuming they'll start moving. Yeah.
I almost feel bad for the Yanks, shivering and starving out there. It's a hard way to go. All they need to do is raise some high flag. They should have done that a long time ago. All this fight serves no purpose.
Don't do that. Trees are definitely the way forward, I think. Come on. Right, we cannot hide. We didn't hide in the hay camp. Perfect. We got to kill camp guards without being detected ×3.
All right, looks to be in order.
We need to follow the driver and kill guards.
I'll go bring the wagon and meet up with you later.
That's one.
Oi, where's the foreman?
Oh, I've got to stay in range.
thanking me when you hear what he's got planned.
And I've got to kill 3 guards at the same time while staying in range.
About time you showed up. Listen here. Boss wants us to try something new tonight. A raid. No more convoys. We're to steal from the Yank camp.
Ah, I failed. Okay, I know what I did wrong. I went to assassinate, and for some reason I ran past the guy. We were on it then. That would have been the second kill. But yeah, I ran past the guy. A little bit frustrating, but we'll do this again. So this guy's our first one. Is he going to walk towards us? Do we need a whistle? I can't actually, it's not giving me the option of whistle. No, it should be good. Right, this is number 1 or 3.
Boy, where's the foreman?
Center camp, near the tree. Can't miss it.
Thank you kindly.
Yeah, we still need to be careful. There's a guy there, which is the one we need to assassinate. Or we can do this guy.
Time you showed up. Listen here. Boss wants us to try something new tonight. A raid. No more convoys. We're to steal from the Yank camp.
Done. So that's the optional done.
Valley Forge.
That's right.
Ah, so we did the optional objective, but I didn't see the guy behind the barrel till be too late. So at least we know he's there. We've got to be a bit more aware. That's annoying. I've done the optional as well. And it even says eavesdrop successful, but yet you still have to carry on following. Right, we know what we're doing. For the first few anyway. So we've got to be a little bit more careful around the corners. Although we can do a corner assassination, to be fair. That will work. Should work okay.
Center camp, near the tree. Can't miss it.
Thank you kindly.
Obviously we don't need to be too fast here. Right, eavesdrop successful. And obviously there's a guy in here we want to deal with.
No more convoys. We're to steal from the Yank camp.
Valley Forge.
That's right.
You sure about this?
It's not my business to be sure or not sure.
So,
I just do as church asks.
got to be aware of where people are for when we move next.
Is he here?
Of course not.
Right, there's a guard there to be aware of.
Trying to keep a low profile. What, on account of him not wanting to go back to jail and all?
All right, I'm in.
We're done.
Look what we found.
And there's Hypham.
Around the camp all suspicious like.
Now, there is no way he has got caught, unless he's done it on purpose.
Something special.
There is no way they've caught him.
Church told me all about you.
And you should know better than this.
It's all in a, it's a plan. There is no way they've managed to catch him.
Making threats, are ya?
Or he's not as good as what we think.
Not yet.
He also knows we're here. Right, we just got to basically rescue him.
Once you've dealt with these louts, meet me in New York.
What? You mean to just leave now?
I'm only using the hidden blade, to be fair, so I'm not actually using anything else.
Working together.
Unbelievable.
Alright. Has he just left us, hasn't he? He has just left us. I should really use a tomahawk. Whoa! So that was a cool move. They both attacked at the same time. And I just managed to dodge it perfectly, it seems. And the dodge was perfect. And because of that, we managed to do a lovely moveset, which I hadn't seen before. Should be 100% synchronization as well. It is indeed. It's a nice little set of mission. He's very menacing, isn't he? But he does. Connor definitely gets his confidence from Hyphen. That is extremely evident. But yeah, the moveset for the perfect dodge was fantastic on the two. I forgot we didn't even have a main weapon equipped. We only had Hidden Blade, but I think the moveset for the Hidden Blade are pretty good. I still haven't found a use for a gun. I just think they're too slow. We might as well loot while we're here. You never know what we're going to come across. It's always worth checking. Smoke bombs. But yeah, I think we did pretty well there. Mission done as well. So the next part of the mission, I believe, is to meet Hyphen in New York, which is something we haven't really been to. This was a main mission gaming, yeah. Did you see the double kill move though? That was a lovely move. Right, so that is main mission, that'll be done. They do have some cool movesets. You think it's better implemented than Valhalla? See, I didn't get tired of the Valhalla. A lot of people have said this about Valhalla's moves, and I haven't got bored of them. I don't know why, but a lot of people are saying once you've seen them a few times, they get very repetitive. I haven't noticed it, which is weird, because we used the axe for quite a while, then we went to a warhammer for a long time. So we were using a warhammer a lot, and yeah, I didn't really find it repetitive. But you're not the only person that said that, Lee, so I need to pay a bit more attention maybe to the movesets, just see how many times we see the same thing. Although obviously the one-handed sword is going to be the main weapon I would have said in Siege of Paris, but we'll use whatever weapon we get via the DLC. But yeah, I haven't noticed, but a lot of people are saying that. Which kind of makes me wonder. While we're here, I'll just grab the peg leg trinket because it's there. Obviously, that's Washington, isn't it? There's still lots to clear in the frontier. We need to spend some time clearing the whole frontier at some point. And then, yeah, if we carry on with main mission, we've got to head to New York. Now, I may head to the Homestead first, just see if any more missions have turned up there. But I've got a feeling we need to do the whole sequence, maybe. We may just nip there and have a look. It doesn't take long to load in, which isn't too bad. I don't know why I'm chasing the rabbit. Okay, so this should be the trinket. I will say the one thing I'm impressed with to this, if you compare it to Valhalla and some of the more recent games, is the loading times are pretty quick. We've now discovered a raccoon in this area as well.
Yeah, man.
Snares. Yeah, perfect place for snares, isn't it? I hadn't thought of that. Let's do some snares. How many do we need? I think we need quite a few, don't we? Capture 20. Yeah, we need 14 animals with snares. I think you're right. There's a lot of snares here. A lot of places where snares can go. I've got 9, I believe, on me. To be fair, I don't know how far. There we go. I can just throw a load of bait and hope animals turn up, to be honest. But yeah, I forgot. Thanks for reminding me, Lisa. I completely forgot. It's good to try and do these as we go. We're going to be able to plant. That's 4. We'll quickly. I haven't got lots of bait. Scattered some bait. We'll just give it a second just in case. There was lots of rabbits around. There was a raccoon that we took out. If there was lots of animals, hopefully they'll come back. I say hopefully. This is when none of them come back and we're just left here with some snares. There we go, there's one. That's number 7. Any more for any more? Ideally 3 more would be nice. Currently, none are showing up. Although I've noticed normal animals don't always show up easily. Red ones will, which because they're predators. Do we get any more? Or do we need to take that first one away maybe? I may need to take the first one away, possibly. There we go.
Yeah,
We'll take the first one. I might lay some more bait. See if we can entice anything else here. We've only got one more lot of bait left. I haven't looked actually. We'd have to find a shop to see if we can craft more. I think we can hold 10. I've got 5 left. So 10 is current capacity. Oh, look at that. Ah, that's annoying. Because obviously this is eating the bait, but obviously it can't go into the snares. I've missed it as well with the assassination. The snares don't work. In fact, it's actually destroyed the snares, which does happen. Yeah, the snares do get destroyed. There's lots of animals around still. Right, let's go to here. Plant a snare. Plant the snare. Yeah, unfortunately, the deer destroyed our snares, which does happen, especially with bait. That's the thing. But we'll try one more last time, see if we gain any extras. We need to refill bait and snares anyway, so we'll see if we can gain anything first. New York, we can just go head to a shop, to be fair. But yeah, we need to have a look. We can craft more snare and bait capacity, maybe. It's not a bad thinking. Right, is anything going to come? To take a couple of minutes last time. But yeah, the frontier, I think, for the hunting challenges is probably your best bet because of the amount of animals around. It's wilderness, isn't it? I'm keeping an eye out. I think someone's got stuck. That guy there is just walking into a rock, but actually not going anywhere. If we see the deer, we need to shoot it with the arrow before it actually gets to the snares, ideally. Is anything going to come? Come on. Ah, rabbit or hare. You can never tell if they're rabbit or hare. There's a raccoon there as well. Can we get a double? What's going to be first? Keep an eye out for that deer as well. They're here. For some reason they're not going for my bait or snares. There's more. There's definitely animals around. Come on. Don't know if it's because I'm too close. Let's move away. Could be too close to the settlement itself, couldn't it? To be fair. There is always that possibility. It worked around the back, but it was a little bit away. That they may be too close to the house. Yeah, nothing's going for the bait either, to be honest. We can pick the snares back up, which I think we're going to have to. We need bait. I can hear animals nearby. Might do is let's get rid of those 2. I've left 1, and obviously there is bait there as well, just in case. There's an off chance. But I think you're right. Maybe it's too close to the house. Too many people around. Oh no, grab it. There we go. Number 8 done. It did work in the end. What I might do, skin it, put another one straight down. The bait's still there. So actually, if the bait's still there, we'll plant another. It's about to give up. That's number 8 out of 20. We need to do this a few times. We just need to remember to do it. Whilst also making sure we have enough snares and bait. The bait snare is definitely the better option, I think. But yeah, we did get one. I can't. So whether we just leave it and go to New York, which is where we're meant to be heading. We've got a couple. We need more bait anyway. Don't think we're going to get anything else at this point. Thinking it's a bit hit and miss because of how close we are to settlement. Right. Ah, there's one there. I could have jumped down. It was walking round. Oh yeah. Will that count? If we're in New York, would it still count though? Do you know what? Let's test that. Let's leave it there, and if anything comes up while we're in New York, saying we'll head back to the frontier first, the Homestead, just to see if there's any missions. We can actually have a look at upgrades and see if we can upgrade the amount of snares and stuff and that kind of stuff. We'll see whilst we're away from the frontier if it comes up. You left them for a while, did you? So we basically just need to place the amount of snares down, and we need to complete the objective. That's all we need. But then you don't know if they're going to get destroyed by deer or something. But yeah, if that does work, that's not a bad way of doing it. We still need another 12 to fulfill the objective. Right, there are no homestead missions. But while we're here, let's go and craft what we need. We may even actually... Yeah, deer free is probably a better idea. But we could do that around the homestead though. We could actually lay the 12 we need now. That might not be a bad shout. Let's do that. I don't know what happens if you leave the game though. That's the other thing. Right, crafting. We need consumables wise. We need bait. Well, we need vegetables and poultry meat. Snares. Cowhide and kindling. Okay, we're going to need quite a few things, aren't we? So, is it worth buying everything? Cowhide's there. I don't know if it's just worth buying everything in this. You hate this game as well, but not going to lie, it's better than Odyssey. Why don't you like it? Cass, good evening, by the way. I might just buy up everything, and then we don't have to worry about what we need. Yeah, what's the issue with this one? I buy Maxwell, that's what I'm thinking. Have you seen downstairs? Have you seen the bit where we went downstairs, Cass? And saw the outfits, because that was pretty cool. Bayek's outfit does suit him. I actually thought it was Bayek in it when we first did it, to be honest. You buy Max, yeah, we're going to buy Maxwell. I think that's the safest way. A lot of stuff to buy, isn't there? Not expensive though. 10 lots of milk, £40. And we've got all the maps now as well. So there isn't much we actually need to buy, because we're not buying. I'm kind of holding off buying weapons. Mainly because we don't really use anything other than what we're using. You think that's a strong start, but then fails when you start, or then falls when you start playing as Connor? See, I disagree. Connor takes after his father. But he has some redeeming qualities as well. His naivety's there, which obviously over time you can see him grow up. His naivety and his thirst for a better life for others and his nice nature to others is still there. I enjoyed being Hyphen, but I'm enjoying being Connor as well, just for how he interacts with people. You like Connor for a really long time, to also back and really look to what motivates Connor. You think he has less purpose? See, I disagree. He's got more of a reason than most to do what he does. You know, his mother died in a fire caused by Charles Lee, so he's the same as always. It's a vengeance, and trying to make peace for his mother, but also he wants to save his community. He feels that the British are making it impossible for his community to live. So he's doing what he can to help his community survive. If that's not a reason to do what he does, I don't know what is. Yeah, it does definitely. Yeah, sequence 6 was pretty good. The first sequence or two as Connor is a bit, okay, this is a bit different, because obviously he doesn't have any ability at that point, but as it goes on, I do think he does get stronger, better, and especially when you recruit assassins and train them up as well, that to help you, I think that actually helps with the big cities. Yeah, he protects what is left. Yeah, he wants his tribe to survive, but not just survive. He wants them to thrive like they used to. The elders are worried, but he sees the British as people that want his tribe gone. And I think in some ways he's only helping the colonists because it suits his needs currently. Right, snares. I can only craft one. What? Why is that? Oh, I can't. I can. Oh, I've got the maximum amount of snares. Okay. Bait. So it actually fills my bait up by doing one. I don't want to spoil Wildest Life. Have you played? I don't remember. See, I thought I'd played every Assassin's Creed, but actually, I don't know. A lot of it is still a surprise, so I want to say I have, but I don't know for definite. You don't want to spoil why you dislike it. He wants to do what is right. He's not afraid against social norms. No, he's not. He's not afraid to be different to everyone else. By the way, I really appreciate what you're doing. Not many people focus on the wagon trade and crafting. To be fair, the crafting is probably something that is so in-depth it could be so good, but I think it's let down by the fact it's hidden away, don't access it very easily, and there's never really a need to. We can do some more inventions actually. We've already got the... No, we haven't got that. We've got one of these already. Which one have we got? We've got the Leyden jar. They're just things that you can have. I believe they just turn up in your house. While we're here, you may grab them. Crafting Assassin's Creed 3 really makes you far better. Yeah, it's definitely not explained. The point of crafting isn't explained, and I think the reason for doing it isn't there, and I think it could be a lot better if it was. Do I need arrows, actually, while I think about it? There we go. It's nice actually buying everything up, because then you don't have to keep going back and forth. We wanted to see if we can upgrade anything. We've got cartridge pouches, which obviously increase the amount of ammo we can have. We don't really use the guns because they're what's the word I'm after? Muskets. Reload time is so slow that I don't see the point in using guns, pistols. It's so much faster just to use a bow. Right, we've done the land convoy capacity upgrade. Let's do the land convoy as well. I think that adds us a second one. We can have a naval convoy. While we've got the ability to do these, I just thought we might as well. We're missing resources for the dark pouch. but I may need to make sewing threads, or we may need to upgrade. The quiver we've already upgraded once, so it can't be done again. The rope dart pouch is done. Royal pistol again. We don't really use pistols. We can upgrade the smoke bomb pouch. No, we need sewing threads, and we need it for the snare pouch too. I'm glad you said that it's hidden away, not explained. It isn't. No, it's only because we look at everything and we kind of found it. We'll buy the twin holster while we're here. I don't think we'll use it, but at least we can have it. Yeah, it definitely isn't easily explained, and it is a bit annoying in that respect. You're back in your home country, spending 6 months. Has it been 6 months already, Cass? Wow. You'd rather watch us play Assassin's Creed 3 than Odyssey. We don't need to see Odyssey anymore. We've platinumed it. We've done it all. We've actually done all Homestead missions up to this point, and now we can't do any more until we carry the main story. The sewing thread might be the materials. Good shout. Very good shout, Lisa. Dyes, flour, nails. Oh, threads. Now I think we need more than one. So I don't want to craft loads. We'll craft 4. Just because I don't know what else the wool is used for. Right, let's go back. What did we need that for? We needed it for rope darts. Again, there's loads of weapons and stuff we do not use. Rope darts and stuff like that. We don't use half of our equipment as much as we should. Snares we can now upgrade. There we go. Snare pouch 1 is done. Trip mine we can upgrade. Again, it's not something we use, and I feel we should. Same as the swords. They don't seem much use. We'll do our trip mines. Again, we don't use them, but we'll upgrade. Smoke bomb we'll upgrade while we're here. Pegleg trinkets are fun too. Yeah, we've done a few. We haven't concentrated on them just yet. But we've done all the Homestead missions we can currently do. We've done the wedding and all that kind of stuff. Consumables. Let's go back to consumables quickly. Because now we can buy more. Our inventory's full. Rope darts. So we can now gain more snares and things like that. We can gain actually another load here. So that will give us 20 snares now. Right. I don't think there's... is there anything else you want to do? Special materials. We've done those. Alcohol, clothing. I probably should look to see if we can do these items for that quest as well. I did take a picture of what we need just to save me having to keep going back and forth looking. So paper we've got. We need hair accessory, toy dolls, golden rings and soap. So I don't know what it would be under. Why would we make masks? Bear pendant playing cards. Brass ring. We need golden rings, so we can't do that. We've done paper already. Stiffness recipe. Sorry, I better catch up on chat. Yeah, Odyssey came out in 2018. It's the first thing which I deleted off my place and delete the save date. You did. So although you hated it, you still platinumed it. The side stuff is one of the highlights. The side stuff is really enjoyable, to be fair, and it's quite nice. You can take your time away from the main quest sequences and go off and just do stuff. Because I expect it to be more linear than it is, which is good, brilliant. You're going to like it because you appreciate us not playing Odyssey. Well, let you into a little secret then, Cass. I don't know if you've been into streams recently or heard what we've been talking about, but Assassin's Creed 4 though, that's the bag for perfection. Well, we're going to put our Witcher Platinum run on hold. We're doing Assassin's Creed 3 currently as our main playthrough game on live stream. Thursday, obviously, Siege of Paris comes out for Valhalla, so we'll go on to that, do that, then we'll come back to the Assassin's Creed 3, platinum that, go and platinum the Liberation, because that's part of this bundle, and then we're going to go and do the Ezio collection, and then we're going to work our way through all the Assassin's Creed games from the Ezio collection up, barring the ones we've already done, before we go to The Witcher. So we will be doing every Assassin's Creed game on live stream at some point. I just can't say when, because obviously it will take a while. Now, I don't think we can do half of these. We still can't do them items. I can't find them anywhere. I think that's kind of it. Valhalla is more watchable than Odyssey. Which is better? The Exo Collection, I'm looking forward to going back to it, to be honest. Yeah, you can't do Assassin's Creed 1 on the PS4, annoyingly. Right, we've got 2 of the items, but we haven't got the rest, and we can't do any more. Valhalla isn't bugged, though. My Valhalla is working fine. Well, we did mastery challenges last week, it's working fine. Rogue will be good, yeah. I'm looking forward to some of the old ones. The hardest one I think the Platinum will be for will be Black Flag. Just because of the collectibles, I think that's going to be the hardest one for us to go and do. The collectibles are going to take time. I've heard it's bugged for some people. They get stuck travelling to Ireland or something, is what I've heard. What's up with remastered games being so orange? What? What's so orange, Cass? 1 month later, no longer winter. That's what we're trying to do anyway with the main quest, is remove winter from the homestead. Yeah, I don't know what you mean by orange. If anything, the remastered, I personally think, is brighter, but sometimes too bright. So not in a good way. I think the colour palette's too bright. But I definitely wouldn't say orange. You think Origins might tie with what? Yeah, Orange is the storyline has a tone of dark, along with obviously the girl who's drowned, the son being killed. There is some nasty stuff going on in Origins. So yeah, it definitely has a dark tone. Valhalla was always buggy since day one. We didn't have many bugs though. We had a few graphical glitches, but that's about it. We didn't actually face many. Look around Connor, everything is orangey. It's not, it's blue and white. And I don't know what colour you call the hood and the outfit. I wouldn't say it's orange though. It's a bit of brown. I wouldn't call it orange. But yeah, I don't think Valhalla isn't. I didn't have as many bugs as others had. Let's put it that way. We had a decent playthrough. We had a few crashes, but nothing amazing. Oh, the atmosphere. Yes, this is very orange. But that's the sun just coming over the horizon. The air, I guess. Yeah, I get what you mean now. Yeah, that's just the way the sun looks, isn't it? But I personally think the remaster's too bright. I know some of you have said the same thing. Yeah, the lighting is orangish, yeah. I think that's just the sun, though, do you? There wasn't a single joke in Assassin's Creed 1, no. Do you know what? I want them to remaster it because I want to play it. As it, you know, I've always said it's my favourite Assassin's Creed games. I want to go back to doing it. I'd love to be able to replay that. Father and son. Right. You notice how Ivor runs like Connor? Really? Yeah, I suppose there's that likeness. Right, we've got about 15 minutes left of the stream, so we haven't got long, so we're going to see how this mission takes us.
Evening, Connor.
Obviously,
made it here in one piece.
We're back again tomorrow evening doing the same thing.
Recovered from your beating then?
And then Mastery Challenges on Wednesday, and then Siege of Paris Thursday evening.
Held up on an abandoned
If
brewery
I
on the waterfront.
do have the chance of streaming during the day, I will let people know on Discord.
I would like to have those
the way it's going, I don't think I will.
As possible.
Of course.
You can play Assassin's Creed 1 on Xbox.
Come along then, follow me.
You can play Assassin's Creed 1 on Xbox. That's annoying. It's the one I really want to play. Right, we've got to follow Hytham, our father, to Church's location. I'm waiting for our father to double cross us. But then, like I said, he had the chance to kill us, and he didn't. He had that moment of hesitancy, which tells me there is something there between him and Connor. Right, where are we going? Yeah, anything you can do, we can do as well. There we go.
Tell me something.
You think Connor would be either in a fight? I don't
You
know
could have
about that
killed
one.
me when we first met. What stayed your hand?
Curiosity. Any other questions?
Hypham is in the right and Connor is in the
What is it
wrong.
the Templars truly seek?
I'm not going to comment on that because until we finish the story,
Order.
I can't
Purpose.
really make that decision until the
Direction.
story's done.
No more than that.
Lisa, you love
It's
the
your lot
comment
that
between
needs to
Hype and
confound
Connor.
with this nonsense talk of freedom. Time
It's
The assassins professed a far more sensible goal.
It's definitely a very
peace.
intense relationship.
Freedom is peace.
Oh, no.
Connor is adamant
It's an invitation to chaos.
that in his
Only look at
mind
this little revolution
he
your
is
friends have
correct.
started.
But there is that
I have
naivety
stood
still
before
there.
the Continental Congress and listened to them stamp and shout. All in the name of liberty. But it is just noise.
And this is why you favor Lee?
He understands the needs of this would-be nation far better than the jobberknolls who profess to represent it.
It seems your tongue has tasted sour grapes.
That's
The people have made their choice.
I think that's the
And it
problem
was
with Connor,
Washington.
is that he's very
chose nothing.
one path.
It was done by a group
One
of
direction.
privileged cowards seeking only to enrich themselves. They convened in private and made a decision that would benefit them. Oh, they might have dressed it up with pretty words. But that does not make it true. The only difference, Connor, the only difference between myself and those you aid is that I do not feign affection.
I think that's the biggest downfall of Connor, though. His naivety lets him down, but to the point that he has this idea of what things should be and how they should be, and he doesn't allow anyone else to change his mind. It's his way, or that's it. I need to catch up in the chat. Or pause it for a second so I actually read the chat, as I can see it going up and up and up, and I actually haven't caught up with it. Comments on this, what makes him fail as a character. I don't know about that. I think I like the fact he's trying to say what he wants to say, and he likes to stick to his guns. Like I say, I think the problem is his naivety and stubbornness comes across in the way that he believes one set path, and no matter who's there and who's telling him anything else, he believes that path. There is no deviating for his mind. And yeah, you're right, Cass. Hypham is right in what he's saying. Rich people made a decision that benefits them. Have you tasted sour grapes? I know, that was a nice little sentence, that. Charles Lee hasn't done anything wrong. But in Connor's mind, he has. But it's because it's in his head. Spoiler alert. Connor wants to kill him over a misunderstanding. Cass, remember, no spoilers. Just remember that. So as far as I'm aware, Connor wants to kill Charles Lee because he blames him for his mother's death. And obviously Charles Lee threatened him in the forest when he was a child. They're the two main reasons he wants to kill Charles Lee. It's nothing to do with Washington and the Congress. He wants Charles Lee because of what happened to his mother, because he blames her for that, and the way he was treated in the forest by Charles. That's why he wants to kill Charles Lee. But if there is a misunderstanding, I have no idea what it is. And obviously, remember, we don't do spoilers as much as possible. The only Assassin's Creed that's not an RPG I played is Syndicate and Unity. The older Assassin's Creed are brilliant. They will take a bit of time to get used to. Unity was better than Syndicate. I liked Syndicate, but then I probably am biased a little bit because it was Victorian Britain. Unity was good. I must admit, Unity was very good. No, you're right, Cass. Not a problem. You didn't spoil anything. You just said he didn't do anything wrong. Like I said, I just explained what the story's told us so far. So we'll see. Problem with Connor, that his childhood trauma is the only thing that defines his character. Yes. He's defined from what's happened previously, and he's not allowing anyone else to change that. And yeah, Hypham is trying to explain that actually it's not as black and white as you think. But Connor, and again, I'm going to repeat the same words, but he is naive in the way he thinks. And maybe that is the immaturity and the way he's had to grow up. Which you can blame Hypham for, because Hypham didn't hang around, did he? So there is that absent father syndrome maybe as well. But yeah, you're not going to change his mind just by telling him, because he's not going to believe you. That's the thing. You need more evidence.
Hold a moment.
When the moment happens, you're going to type this part. It's interesting to see, because like I say,
What is it?
as far as
I was
I'm
hoping I could
concerned,
wave you past
he
the
has
guards,
done
but he's
something
replaced
wrong.
most of them with men I don't know.
Right, so
Well, I should be able
Charles,
to pass without arousing suspicion, but
the
you...
thing that is weird is...
We do this together or not at all.
Hytham and Charles were
Then
together.
what do you propose?
Now Hytham doesn't
I will
want
find
Charles
the guard who is
anymore,
off duty and take his uniform.
Very well.
and now Hytham wants
I
us
will
on
wait here,
side.
then.
Of course you will.
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you like me to come along and hold your hand, perhaps? Provide kind words of encouragement?
Hold your hand and give you kind words of encouragement. Do not get detected while stealing the mercenary outfit, and disguise yourself as one of Church's men. One thing I love about Connery's outfit, it's a blend of an American gentleman suit and tribal assassin. It is very good. He has a taco on his head. That's not a taco, that's a hat. Right, we need to sneak in. I'm rapidly running out of time as well. We need to sneak in to get this uniform, not be detected as the optional part, otherwise we've got to redo this one again as usual. Got a few to redo, I must admit. Right, there's guards on the roof we've got to be aware of. There's an alleyway here. So, the thing I don't know is what guards are where. Now there is guards this alleyway here. We're not wanted, so actually that's not too bad. I'm assuming the uniform is in a red area. Hytham is entertaining and fun, I'll give you that. Yeah, the frame rate is fantastic on the remastered. Did you not know that? Yeah, no, the frame rate is fantastic. That's the guy we need to rob the uniform. We cannot get caught doing so. I'm assuming we need to knock him out. Would be my assumption. Not get seen doing so. And change the uniform. Now the easy thinking for me would be haycart. Would be my thinking. Whistle to him, he comes close, we pull him in. If I take the assassin's dagger off, theory you won't kill him in the haycart. We'll just knock him out. So wait for him to turn around, we'll jump in the haycart and see if that works. Oh yeah, most British humour is sarcasm. Definitely. Yeah, it does have to be sarcastic, so I'm trying to catch up with chat at the same time. Why did it... Seriously. We're dead. No? Yeah. I just failed the mission. How did I... I'm restarting from last checkpoint for the optional objective. I thought, honestly, we could have flipping just did that really quickly, and then a bunch of guards turn up while I'm looking at chat. I do like the relationship between the two. I think the conversations they have, you can see in some ways that Connor wants a doting father, but he also blames Hytham for not being there. Yeah. You used to reload checkpoints sometimes. See, I haven't. We've kind of just said we'll go back and redo them the majority of the time. Right, my hate cart isn't there anymore. That's a lot of help then, isn't it? No hate cart. Right, we've got to find a way of doing this uniform. Don't get detected. There's no hate cart this time. We have found a few graphical glitches and things like that. That is the only thing we've noticed. See, if we do this from above, we're just going to get seen, surely. I might try it. Hang on. No, I've just called my guys into assassinate. Didn't want to. That's all I wanted to do. I called my guys in accidentally. Right, I think I've done it. still learning this from both the British and Americans. I had to pick up both lingo and slang.
That should suffice.
Wow.
Follow me.
Does so much rhyme, which is why I dislike Odyssey, so there's no poor direction.
Hold, strangers. You tread on private property.
Yeah, how
What
people
business
call
have you here?
Cassandra
The father of
Cass.
understanding
Because
guys.
it's the same as your name.
You I recognize, not the savage.
Here's my son.
Oh,
Tasted of the forest fruits.
that's the
you?
first time Hyphen has admitted that.
Off you go then.
I'm not a fan of what we're wearing, but you know. Father and Son sequence 9 done. Right, we do need to stop shortly, but I don't know if this is a good time to stop or not, so we'll see in a second. Might be. Not a fan of the uniform though. That is, yeah, not as good as what he was wearing previously. Oh, trophy achieved. Multitasking. I don't know what that is. Confront. The main objective is to confront Benjamin Church. I can't stop, can I, at the minute? Right, we're going to swap. Can't swap weapons. I've got no hidden blade. I can't swap weapons. Right, we're going to do this bit before we stop.
It's locked. Give me a moment.
The game is a mixed bag. You like it a lot
Must
more
be
than you
strange
dislike.
for you,
Yes.
discovering my existence as you have.
I think it does a lot of good
I'm
stuff.
actually curious to know what your mother might have said about me. Always wondered what life might have been like.
It does a,
She and I stayed together.
it does a
How
lot
was
of
she, by
good.
the way?
Dead.
The glitches are a bit annoying. The graphical issues are a little bit frustrating. And there are bits of it, like the crafting and stuff, is a bit frustrating.
I found my mother burning
But there is a
alive.
lot it does well.
I'll never forget her face as she sent me away.
And the
Charles Lee is
there we go.
responsible
This
for
is
her
why
death by
Connor
your order.
wants to kill Charles Lee.
And you're sorry.
That is the reason.
Impossible. I gave no such order. I spoke the opposite, in fact. I told them to give up the search for the precursor site. We were to focus on more practical pursuits.
It is done. And I'm all out of forgiveness.
Yeah, see, Connor doesn't want to listen. He's hell bent. He's hell bent on what he thinks is correct. Doesn't matter what he's told. His mind is made
Benjamin
up, and that's
Church.
it.
You stand accused of betraying the Templar Order and
The
abandoning
interiors
our
look
principles
so
in
much better.
pursuit of
They do
personal
look good.
gain. In consideration of your crime, I hereby sentence you to death.
Oh, it's a decoy.
You're too late. Church and the cargo are long gone. And I'm afraid you won't be in any condition
To be fair,
follow.
we should have guessed this was going to happen.
We've chosen to stand with the victor. It's Britain who will win this war. You always did prefer principle to profit. Perhaps that's why your little kingdom started to crumble. It was a nice dream you had, but a dream is all it ever was. Look at the half-breed fight, like some feral dog. Best we put him down,
Is he
boys.
calling us a feral dog?
Those two! Get them! Don't let them escape! Get it! The Indian too! Take him down! That one! And he's half-breed! Surround them!
Right, he's down. I wasn't going to reload. It takes too long to reload, to be fair. So there's no point reloading the gun. I mean, just trying to disarm. And that roll and kill with a gun moveset was really, really cool.
You have my
Enough that
word.
I dislike Assassin's Creed 3. Be kind of jealous.
He left yesterday for Martinique.
Remastered
Passage on a
does look
trading
very
sloop
good.
called the Welcome.
As I
Loaded
say,
half its
there
hold
are
with
some
supplies
issues.
he stole from the Patriots. That's all I know, I swear. You promised.
Hytham is definitely more of a
he kept his
cold-blooded killer than Connor is.
Let's go.
But yeah. Connor just saved his father. That's telling. Considering he blames his father for his mother, for him to have saved him just there seems surprising.
We
Right.
need to get out of here.
I
You
know.
don't say.
And he waited for us before he ran away. I did think for a minute he was going to run off without us, but he didn't.
Now is not the time for sightseeing.
I'm not sightseeing. Whoa. Right, okay. I did honestly think he was going to leave without us.
Close, yet so far. We'll need to find a way around the flames.
Up. Up, up, up.
Get back here, traitors!
Hold R2 and press X.
I'll enjoy making you
There we go.
pay for your betrayal. Did church pay you well?
Well, I'm not having a chat because I've been trying to concentrate and not die at this point. So we'll catch up in a minute. There we go. More guards. Where's Hypham? He was just stood there. There he is. See, as much as Connor blames him, that's twice now he's saved his life. So as much as Connor blames him for his mother and his father not being there, he still saves him.
Stuck. See if you can find something to pry it open. Honor? What are you up to? Oh, no. Don't do that. There's no way of knowing what's on the other side!
So Hypham is definitely more calculated. He's more bloodthirsty, but he is definitely more calculated. Connor, reckless, and more forgiving. It's kind of definitely a yin and yang between the two. Well, I'll catch up with chat once we get out of the cutscene. And that may be it for this evening as well, but I'll catch up in a second.
Church is at least a day.
Just bear with
We
me.
must move quickly if we're to catch him.
I have a ship we can use. Meet me on the pier when you're ready.
That should be the end. Yes, the foam and the flames is done. We've unlocked a memento as well. And we got 100% completion. 100% synchronization, which was a bonus. I'm hoping that's it. I need to change my uniform for a start. Yeah, the auto-save system I'm not a fan of, but I wasn't a fan of that in Odyssey. In Origins either, to be honest. For a good old manual save. You know where you're at. Manual save. Right, I think there's not going to be a cutscene we go back in, so we can... There we go. I don't want to start the mission, because we're probably going to end for the evening now, but I just want to catch them on chat first. I would say Hypham is intended for not leaving any traces. Connor loves Hypham and Hypham loves Connor. Yeah, there's a bond. Connor was not stubborn. I can generally see Hypham join the assassins. I don't think it's down to Connor that Hypham isn't an assassin. It's beliefs though, isn't it? Although Hypham's beliefs seem to be changing. Edward actually had an assassin idea outfit. Hypham, did he really? I'm done with Assassin's Creed as a series because of after Valhalla, all games we do. No, they're not. After Valhalla, the Infinity project for Assassin's Creed is everyone working. All the Ubisoft groups are working together on everything. I did, yes, because otherwise I get copyright claims on the videos. So yeah, I always turn off the in-game music. You disagree with blaming Hypham's choices on Connor? What choices did we blame on Connor? I was saying that Connor blames Hypham for his mum and his upbringing and stuff. Thanks, gaming. Thanks for dropping by. Hopefully we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. They could definitely be a good team together. The Battle of Chesapeake Bay has the hardest optional objective in the entirety of Assassin's Creed. Out in history. Do you know what? The hardest one I've come across so far was when you go and save George Washington, but you have to when you're being hanged, and you have to kill 2 guards and not let any of Washington's bodyguards die. We just ignored the guards and went straight for the guy because, yeah. Supposedly, from what I know and what I've researched, the Infinity one they're planning, and it's not going to be out for a couple of years. But it is all the studios working together because it's meant to be like a live service game where you're going to have lots of different bits to go and do. But I don't know how it's all going to work. Oh, well, you meant for the comment about Hyphen joining the Assassins. Ah, okay. Yeah. I think the relationship between Connor and Hyphen is interesting. But yeah, like I say, they're very yin and yang. They are very opposite. How would you... Is that a spoiler? Am I going to see that later? Cass, if Hyphen shot the rope. Because obviously you've got a bag over your head. We didn't know who did it. I know Achilles gives a tomahawk. But yeah, they are similar. But they're also opposite in the way they think. Like I say, Hyphen comes across very bloodthirsty, very methodical. He likes to plan things. Connor's very headstrong, stubborn, likes to forgive, rushes in. But then that could be an age thing, lack of experience maybe. It's not a spoiler. Okay, I didn't know that's who did it. But yeah, Hyphen is definitely invested in his Temple of Beliefs. But how far that goes, I don't know. Oh, he's in a novel. Oh, wow. Oh, so it's not going to see in game. That's interesting then. But yeah, you can definitely see that father-son relationship. The game doesn't show it. Oh, okay. But yeah, so according to the novel, Hyphen was the one who shot the rope when Connor was being hanged. That's interesting. It's a shame it wasn't in the game. I'd like to see that, you know, being shown somewhere down the line would have been quite cool. Oh, we're back in... I've just noticed we're back in our uniform at least. Oh, it's a novel written by Hyphen. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Right, anyway, I will just sit and chat all night, and I know I can't. That is us done for this evening. Thank you all very much for joining. We will be back tomorrow night, and we'll carry on more Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Valhalla? No. We'll carry on more Assassin's Creed Remastered 3 Remastered. I can't even talk. We'll carry on with Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered and see how much more we can get done tomorrow. And then the plan is Wednesday evening, Mastery Challenges of Valhalla. Thursday evening, Siege of Paris. And then we'll go from there. And I will let you know if there are any live streams during the day. Currently, I don't think there will be this week. But I still don't know for sure. But that's the current plan. Thank you all very much for watching. As always, thank you for the views, the likes, and the conversation. You're all amazing as always. Always know to cheer me up as well, which is always a bonus. Cass, lovely to hear from you. Don't leave it so long next time. Thank you very much, Lisa. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for the hints and tips and reminding me that I need to do this extra stuff like the snares and things. I don't know what I'd do if you weren't there reminding me, because I'd just completely forget about them. Right, that's it. So thank you. I always blow up my chats. You do indeed, Cass. You do indeed, but you're always welcome. Right, we shall see you all again, hopefully very, very soon. So, have a good evening. Glad to have you back, Cass. Right, have a good evening. Have a good day tomorrow, Tuesday, I think it is. And we'll see you all again very, very soon. I know you're not toxic, Cass, don't worry. Right, I do have to go. Thank you all very much. We'll see you all again very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.